And we are back with the second half. Collinwood received the second half kickoff, so they is first and 10 for the Railroaders. The ball is on the 25-yard line, and we are hoping that Collinwood made the right halftime adjustments to get situated back into this game, as they are down to John Hay 30-0. So first and 10, Collinwood. Goggins in a under center. Goggins takes the snap, drops back to pass. He looks, he rolls out the pocket. He's looking, he's still running, but he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage. He's tackled by Saeed Harvin. Wondering if Collinwood has made any serious changes to the game plan, as now they're down. So are they going to stick with trying to shoot for points and turnovers, or are they going to just use this as a learning experience and get ready for next week? Second and 10 for Collinwood. Goggins back under center. And he's rolling out of the pocket, dropping back to pass. He's flushed out. He stiff arms a player, and he's pushed out of bounds after a gain of maybe 5. It'll be third down and 5. The ball will be, okay, so it's a gain of 6, and it'll be third down and 4 for Collinwood. Goggins in shotgun now. Goggins takes the snap, drops back to pass. He throws it, and it is over the head of Jason Simon. So Collinwood will be forced to punt. And John Hay's defense stays firm.
Keeper John Hay, number 19, Tommy Murray.
Collinwood will punt. And deep to return this is number 19, Tommy Murray for John Hay. As we learned over the halftime, that's not only senior night, but it's also homecoming for John Hay.
So no wonder why they're playing really hard, because their senior night, their parents are here. They want to make their parents proud. It's homecoming night also.
Yeah. So that dance is going to be awesome tomorrow night. Assuming John Hay can keep there's a high snap, but the ball is away. It is high, and it dies, takes a bounce, and is down at the Collinwood 45. So Collinwood punts, and John Hay will take over at the 45-yard line. That is where the Hornets will take over and start their first second half possession. So first and 10 for the Hornets. Tinsley takes the snap and he hands it off. Saeed is still running and he's still running. He's pushed out of bounds at the 10-yard line. But not before he gets a great gain of 20. And he's pushed out at the 17-yard line.
It seems like that's been the key for John Hay. As long as they get to the outside on the run, they gain so many yards. It happens every time they get to the outside.
Yeah, and that, I guess Coach DeSapitas stuck with, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And the outside has been working very well for them. So it'll be first and 10. John Hay. And Tinsley hands off again to Saeed, but Saeed is corralled at the, it looks like the 10 now, or close to the 10. It'll be second and 6. So Saeed Hartman's having a great second half so far. And Tinsley hands off to number 2, Stanley Turpin. He gains almost the first down, so it'll be 3rd and 1. Some notable alumni from John Hay High School, as Charles Oakley, Ruben Patterson of the NBA are John Hay alumni, and Tim McGee and Wesley Carroll and John Hicks. And Anthony Hancock of the Hornets are notable NFL alumni from John Hay here in Cleveland.
That's very interesting.
Yep, indeed. And Saeed Harvin again on the run, but he is stopped. He might have gotten the first down, though. So he did get the first down. And it is first and goal, Hornets. With that rich tradition of sports at John Hay, you can't help but understand why John Hay has a decent team. Turpin takes the ball in for another John Hay touchdown, and this game is getting out of hand early for the Railroaders in the second half.
Number 2, Stanley Turpin.
So, for the first time in the second half, John Hay is going to attempt a field goal after they missed the very first field goal of the game as they hooked it to the left. And they're looking for an extra player to come on to complete the field goal formation. Kick is up, and it is no good. Low and at the referee's knees as it lands. So with 3:09 left in the third quarter, as this is officially the mercy clock.
John Hay's next game is next Friday evening at 7 o'clock while they will travel to Brooklyn to take on the Hurricanes. Game time 7 o'clock. Well, Collinwood will be right back here at the Collinwood Athletic Complex as they will host the Young Marshall Warriors. Game time 3 o'clock.
And with that, the mercy clock has been on since the start of the third quarter. So John Hay pouring it on against Collinwood as DeSapita looks to stay undefeated against Collinwood.
Keeper Collinwood, number 6. There. Then number 22, Jason Simon.
Noah Nooney set to kick off. The kick is away, and it bounces, and they are struggling to figure out who kicks it, but Collinwood does recover, and the ball will stay theirs.
That was almost ugly. I thought John Hay had the recovery for a second.
I did too, so thankfully Collinwood was able to recover and keep the ball.
At the 28-yard line.
First and 10 Railroaders. Collinwood finally breaks the huddle, so it'll be first and 10 on the 28-yard line. Goggins is under center. Goggins drops back to pass, and he is hit abruptly on a weak side blitz. He is sacked. No one saw that coming.
And John Hay did a really good job at getting through that offensive line.
Indeed, they did. And, Lazarus Barber gets the sack, and Collinwood has no answer for this John Hay defense. They were able to move the ball in the second quarter, but couldn't punch it in. So it's looking like more of the same in the second half for the Railroaders. It is second down and 19. Goggins takes the snap and he hands off, but it was a fumble between the quarterback and running back handoff. So with that, it'll be third down and
at the 17-yard line, a loss of 2, third down 21.
it'll be third and 21, as you heard over the PA. It'll be third and 21.
And that's at the end of the third quarter.
And actually, that will take us to the end of the third quarter. Heading into the fourth quarter with the mercy clock on, Collinwood will be trailing John Hay 36-0. So we'll be back with the fourth and final quarter. I don't like the fact that
17 yards.
And with the fourth and final quarter here, we are back. And Collinwood's offense is taking the field slowly but surely. Goggins is in the shotgun, ready to take the snap. Takes the snap, drops back to pass, he throws it up. And it is caught. Oh no, it's not. It's incomplete, intended for number 5, DeMarcus Montgomery, who was also a player of the week last week for us, as that completed the trifecta.
21 to 17 yards.
So it is now 4th down.
Keep it down here, number 19, Tommy Murray.
And it looks like Collinwood will be punting again, or will they go for this?
Confirmation number 25, D'Angelo Sala.
Actually, there will be a timeout by Collinwood. So with that,
Timeout, that is the first timeout.
30-second timeout. We will take our timeout and be right back.
Yep.
And we are back after the timeout. We will start on the whistle. Collinwood looks like they're going for it. And Goggins takes the snap and he takes off running, just looking for a lane, but he is met by a swarm of hornets, literally. And John Hay will take over on downs.
I like the wordplay that you did there.
Just a little bit. I tried a little bit. But yeah, it's not been a good day for Collinwood.
Absolutely not.
I was hoping that Collinwood would have, broke the streak, but it doesn't look like that's going to happen this year. So, with the mercy clock on, John Hay will take over on downs on the Collinwood 20.
Collinwood, they haven't really tried many pass plays today. They've been doing a lot of run plays, but the run plays, they haven't really been working because they can't seem to get an open lane. Blockers aren't giving the quarterback or the running back an open lane to rush the ball in.
Great observation, Jalen, because that has been the name of the game for John Hay. Defense stopping the run, stop the offense for Collinwood. This is a new quarterback in for John Hay. He hands off to 31, Rosser. Sean Rosser. Now as the reserves for John Hay are in now. And looks like the reserves are going to take over the rest of this game. second down and 2 on the 12 for John Hay. Ball is handed off to
Rogerius Barber, the ball carrier.
number 88, Lazarus Barber, as the Hornets are possibly, with the reserves, possibly looking to push the ball in again.
First and goal at the 8-yard
It'll
line.
be a first down, so first and goal, John Hay at the 8-yard line of Collinwood. Sean Rosser in at quarterback. Rosser takes the snap and he looks. He's looking for a lane. He's trying for a lane. He hits the edge, but I don't know if he got in. Let's see what the referee says. And it looks like the referee is signaling a touchback. Was there a fumble on the play that gives Collinwood the ball back?
There was a fumble out of the end zone, good enough for a touchback.
And it was a fumble that goes out of the end zone for a touchback, so it would be Collinwood's ball on the 20-yard line. So Collinwood turns the ball over, well, makes John Hay turn the ball over again, but unfortunately, too little too late, as John Hay has taken well control of this game.
Absolutely, but you still like to see the fight from Collinwood, forcing the ball to be turned over. I like to see that from Collinwood.
Indeed. So that would give Collinwood a little bit of life with 7:21 to go and counting. And it looks like it's all but over. But maybe Collinwood could put a drive together to get some type of points on the board. Leave here with a little bit of some kind of momentum for next week. First and 10 on the 20 for Collinwood. Refs have blown a whistle. I don't think it's going to completely stop play. Goggins is under center, takes the snap, but there's a fumble on the snap. And it is recovered by John Hay. So just when you thought it was safe, the Vampires come out and John Hay has stung Collinwood again, forcing a turnover.
Fumbles have been a big thing for Collinwood.
Especially these last 2 weeks.
Yeah, these last 2 weeks have been a big thing for Collinwood. On the snaps, they just keep, I don't know if it's the snap, too low of a snap, too high of a snap, or the quarterback not being able to catch it, but it's been a problem.
And it's been a problem to the point where it's caused Collinwood this game as far as field position and turnovers have been concerned. That yes, Collinwood has been able to generate turnovers on defense, but keeping the ball on offense has been the problem. So Rosser back at quarterback, and Rosser takes the snap, but there is a flag, and it'll be a false start against John Hay, so John Hay will be backed up. So it'll be first and 15 for John Hay, and we'll reset this and go back from the 25 of Collinwood. First and 10, or first and 15, John Hay. Rosser looks, takes the lane, He breaks a tackle. He's corralled, but he's stopped after a gain of what looks like 10. While we have a moment, some notable Collinwood alumni. Those include Tony Adamley. Ironically, he was Mike Adamley's father. You may remember Mike Adamley from the American Gladiator show back in the early 90s. I'm dating myself by 20 years, but that's okay. Councilman Polincic is a Collinwood alumni, so shout out to Councilman Polincic. Rosser hands off, and there's a hit, but the ball carrier is still moving, and he's finally down. And the ball carrier was number 22, Zaquan Walthall, is the ball carrier. And Cecil Shorts, notable Collinwood alumni who just recently retired a few years ago in the NFL, had a stellar career at Mount Union, and great career at with the Jags and the Houston Texans.
Oh, well, I didn't know Cecil Shorts went to Collinwood.
Yeah, indeed. Believe it or not, Jalen, actually, Cecil played quarterback while he was here.
He played quarterback?
He was a great quarterback at that. And he actually led Collinwood to a few city championships. Unfortunately, they lost those two. But, you know, Cecil was a great quarterback here at Collinwood. One of the greatest quarterbacks. If I'm not mistaken, he left with a few records.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah. And last, Amari Jordan, famous Collinwood alumni. So, both Collinwood and John Hay producing some great NFL talent. And it's no denying that the Senate has really been able to produce NFL talent at a high caliber. Rozier takes the snap and he heads to the outside. And he's looking. And is he in? He is in. Touchdown, John Hay. So with a pending extra point, Rozier takes it in on a 9-yard touchdown run. And again, pending the extra point, we will know what the final score will look like. And Rozier takes that ball in on a great and hard 9-yard run. It'll be 2:23 on the clock when Collinwood gets the ball back. And once again, John Hay will attempt a field goal. Snap is good, kick is up, and he made it! The kick is good. With that, John Hay makes their first extra point of the game, and that will take the score to John Hay 43, Collinwood 0. Noah Nooney set to kick off for the Hornets. Thomas Ware is back to receive the kick for Collinwood. Kick is away. And bounces. Wheeler grabs the ball and picks it up for a gain of looks about 7 on the return. And Collinwood will take over there with 2 minutes to go. 1st and 10.
First and 10, Collinwood at their own 45-yard line.
So 1st and 10, Railroaders. Ball is spotted on the Collinwood 45. It looks like Collinwood will take a timeout, so with that, we will take one. And we are back out of the timeout. So Collinwood will take the last 2 minutes and either get a drive going or just take a knee and get out of here. So we'll see what they do. 1st and 10. And Goggins takes the snap. Actually, no, that's number 20. Isaiah Pride. So Isaiah Pride takes the snap as he is quarterbacking now. And with 50 seconds left, there is an injured Railroader on the ground. Hear the band, or the drum line rather, of John Hay as they are trying to get down with their funky selves. And this is a great homecoming win and a great senior night win for John Hay.
Absolutely. You gotta think the dance will be nice tomorrow.
Indeed. It was always good to have a win when you're headed into the dance. Then nobody remembers that anything bad happened through the course of the week. Those losses that get me lose on homecoming and have to see everybody that was at the game at the dance.
Yeah, that makes everything awkward and real. Makes everything not the same as it would if you win.
And that will do it from Collinwood as John Hay wins on homecoming and senior night 43-0. We will see you guys next week as John F. Kennedy will take on East Tech. So we will get that squared away and we will see you guys from Dwayne Browder next week.